With temperatures staying well below the freezing mark this week, a local organization is making sure that the homeless have what they need. At the same time, Maslow's Army is honoring a friend that they lost this week. Local 12's Megan Moore is live at Founatin Square to tell us more about Candles for Kenny. Hey, Megan.
Hey there. Ken Martin was found Tuesday morning at a bus stop really close here to Founatin Square. And joining me this morning is Sam and Susan Landis. Ken actually was a member of Maslow's Army, went to your first event, Sam. This week, today's event is really all about remembering him, you said, as you guys knew him.
Yes, Ken was extended family to Maslow's Army. We met him during our first week here on Founatin Square, gave him a hat and gloves and a whole bunch of stuff. And he said, you know what, I only need the hat and gloves, save the rest for somebody else. And Ken immediately became somebody very special to us. And within 3 weeks, Ken kept showing up and said, finally said, hey, I'd like to volunteer for you guys. And usually we had a policy where we liked people to get housing first, but Ken, like I said, Ken was very special, so we put him to work right away. He was the first always to show up. He would never let anybody else in the pizza line. He was always like wanting to serve. During this year's Taste of Cincinnati, we served 7,900 slices of Jets Pizza for free with water and dessert, and Ken never, ever took a break. He wouldn't leave that line. You know, he knew the importance of, taking care of these people out there here, even though he was homeless himself. He was able to obtain an apartment and get his life together for 6 months while with Maslow's Army, and felt really good about himself, and he really loved to serve.
News of his death Tuesday, obviously heartbreaking, especially for everybody who knew him. You guys are really going the length this month to honor him. Candles for Kenny starting today, and it's going to be throughout this month. Oh,
absolutely. It's going to be every Sunday, starting today, all the way up to January the 28th. We're going to meet and we're going to hold a vigil where today, with an exception, and we're going to ask, first of all, I need to say that all of our young volunteers, we have 3-year-olds that serve pizza and stuff, separate plates. I'm going to ask that everybody keep the children home today. It's just too dangerously cold. But yes, getting back to your question, I'm sorry. So today we're going to start at 12:45. We're going to do it from 12:45 to 1:30 today because of the cold. We don't want anybody else to be out here suffering, but we are going to be passing out hats, gloves, coats, clothes to keep them warm, 700 slices of pizza with dessert, bottled water to keep them hydrated out here. And next Sunday we're going to do the same thing. We're going to do it all the way up to January 28th, but we're not going to put up our tents January 28th, but we're going to start here and everybody's going to hold a candle. And I'd like everybody who could that is out there to join us as we start here. We walk by the place that he took his last breath and walk down to the Prince of Peace Church, where we're going to have a wide reception of all the pictures and video. We have lots of video of Ken as well that we're going to display. And then it'll be a 2-hour viewing. Of course, then it's going to be followed up with a Lutheran service done by Pastor John down there. Yeah.
Amazing what you guys are doing, Sam. Thank you so much. Again, this event kicks off today, and we'll talk more about it coming up at 8:30. For now, I'll send it back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Megan. Sounds like a great man who loved to help others. If you'd like to get involved or donate to Maslow's Army, we have a link to more information at local12.com.